The handoff to Johnson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
Got it. Run it up the gut.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Leaves it with the running back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
It's 1st down from the 11. They're going to ride this running back. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Irvin. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Power football with the run. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, this interception's not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move, he fires. And it's picked off. Gets away from one. He's got space. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is, go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest play. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Okay, ready?
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Hands it off. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Using the quick game. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Huskers are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback checking the play. They'll try to pop the draw. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. They'll ride the hot hand. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They move the tight end all over. On second down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the ref. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll give it to Johnson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To throw, it's Morton. They're bringing heat. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
To the ground. He's got it again. Turns it on at midfield. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. They'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to work.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Gets it out quickly.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The handoff to Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. He's right on target. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket starts to collapse. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here's the handoff. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Fires left. It's caught. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Leaves it with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The toss to the outside. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll give it to Johnson. Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They appear to be headed to the win column for the first time this year. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He wants to throw it. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack warrants the two-point try. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, Dave. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Get all you can, then get down with the slot.
And that's one of the advantages on defense of forcing a third and long situation. You can go to your dime personnel package. Get a lot of those smaller, faster bodies to deal with a mobile quarterback like this who sometimes will try to scramble. That time, there was just nowhere for him to go.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Husker! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got his man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put a
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
The aerial assault continues. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
This time, they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Morton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drop.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Number 87.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Moves.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give to the tailback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Green 25.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're facing a 3rd down.
Pound 55 weak.
They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Huskers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Offense set on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback adapting. Gets rid of it. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Line getting set on second down. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer.